What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to share some gameplay with you guys using the forgotten member of the Ultimates, America Chavez. It's so sad that virtually no one uses her anymore, even though she's a solid character, and that's simply because of the fact that her DPS is just not that high. Overall, I think she's a solid character for stuff like Shadowland, Alliance Conquest, and World Boss mode because of her amazing survivability. Her kit is designed in such a way where once you get max skill cooldown on the character, you can virtually go from iframe to damage immunity right back into iframe, and all you really need to do is use 3 of her 5 skills, and she will be very safe in pretty much any one of those game modes. She doesn't have the DPS to do very well in extreme AB, and to be honest with you guys, for end game level Shadowland floors like 25 plus, I don't think she has the DPS to do it on her own. Personally, mine just hasn't, but then again, I don't have mine built that well, okay? So keep that in mind. So if you're looking for a solid character that you can use in Alliance Conquest that has amazing survivability to stall out the fight and get you a win, definitely look towards her because that's going to be her strong suit. Also, if you need someone to give you a very easy World Boss solo or a very early Shadowland stage clear, she's definitely going to help you there as well. For today, I wanted to show her some love because I was just going through my roster and I realized I just have not used her very much lately, and I currently have her at tier 2. Granted, her build still needs a lot of work. As you can see, she's almost 30,000 in the world, so definitely a lot of work needs to go into her, but she's still very good where she is right now. So I'll show you guys the build details and then we'll jump into some gameplay with her. So as you can see right here, I have 110 for attack speed, 51% for critical rate, 161 for critical damage, 47% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. As for the gears on her, everything's at 20, no ooze just yet. The last gear slot I actually decided to roll for ignore defense, and that's because she actually gets skill cooldown natively, which is very good for me. And as for her skills, guys, I like to use 3 into 4 into 5, and then I'll just go right back into 3. As you can see right here, the 3 gives you 3 seconds of damage immunity, which is great. Then I'll just go right into the 2 skill, and I'll go right into the 5 skill right after that because it's a very long iframe that has a stun on it. After that, I'll just go right back into the 3, and it is a very easy and smooth rotation, and 99% of the time, unless you're not on the ball with her, you won't take any damage. But if there's a cutscene and it's stuff like World Boss mode and your skill gets cancelled up, that will mess up the rotation a little bit, so keep that in mind. I also really like her tier 2 passive because she gets the super armor, and the 4 skill right here can be guard broken, so you may see that if you're using her in World Boss mode, the 4 skill gets cancelled or interrupted, but if you're using it right after the 3rd skill, you should be fine nonetheless because you're still going to have that damage immunity up. Keep in mind that there's a slight wind up on the 5 skill, so make sure that when you're starting the 5 skill, you have about half a second left in your damage immunity, otherwise you might take damage right there. Also, the 5 skill is not a full complete iframe. There are small little gaps in there where you can get touched, but if you're quick enough or if you have enough attack speed, that might not be an issue for you. For me, since I only have 110%, sometimes I find that I take a little bit of damage, but not too much. Never too much because, like I said, she's very safe and very easy to play. As for the ISO set, guys, she's most definitely 100%, no matter how you're building her, whether you're building her for PvP or PvE, you most definitely want to give her an offensive ISO set because her DPS is the downside of her kit. It's not very good, okay? So definitely give her an offensive ISO set, and that's gonna definitely help you there. For me, I still can't decide whether or not I want to give her invincibility or if I want to give her a damage prop because none of her skills really and truly hit that hard. She just slowly chips you apart over time, so I feel like giving her a damage proc is kind of a waste, but then again, it might not be because personally, like I said, for endgame level Shadowland floors, I just cannot get the DPS that I require to get a solo out of her there. So might have to give her an obelisk that has something like crit rate, crit damage, and a proc, but we'll see later on in the future. For now, she's good enough to get the job done for where I like to use her. So we'll take her into one of these World Boss rifts today, and I'll show you guys how she does. And this is actually going to be a pretty interesting challenge because of the fact that I'm not going to use any ignore dodge, and she doesn't have any native ignore dodge that I can remember. Let me just double check because I'm pretty sure she doesn't, because I haven't used it in a very long time. Like I said, she doesn't get any from her passives. 4-star passive is just crit rate, which is pitiful, like 3%. Okay, that's disgusting. And yeah, okay, so she doesn't have any native ignore dodge, so this should make things interesting right here against Corvus. And we'll just grab a couple useless characters right here, and then let's jump in here. Let's do this. All right, so the rotation here is going to be 3 into 4 into 5, and you just want to wait for that last meteor to hit and then right back into it. Bye Corvus. And the low cooldown time on her skills are actually very beneficial, because it makes it so you never have to use anything outside of those 3 skills that I mentioned. Just make sure you always wait for that last meteor, because that has the bulk of the 5 skill damage on it. Alright, Corvus, bring it on. Ooh, this guy canceled me out there. But it's fine, we still got this. The super armor that she gets as a part of her tier 2 passive is why I do not get guard broken here, in case you guys are wondering. Because like I said, the 4 can be guard broken. DPS is actually not bad. I think my 5 just got interrupted there by the cutscene. Oh, no it didn't. Okay, that's good. DPS is actually not bad considering we don't have any ignore dodge there. So kudos to my girl, Chavez, showing the boys that she can do it. She can hang. Not with the big boys, but she can do her thing. Let's see how fast we can kill Proxima here. We're going to open with the 3, even though we have the 5 ready. Actually, I just messed up that rotation. But it's fine, because look at this. You literally don't even need to use the 4. But you should, because it has a decent amount of DPS behind it. My girl Chavez doing her thing. Like I said, boys, she's not known for DPS, but survivability, she definitely has it down. And her skill animations are actually really freaking cool. Absolutely love it. What was a clear time here? 225, not too bad considering she has no ignore dodge in her kit. So let's actually jump out here, and I'll put her up against one of the newer world bosses to show you guys how she does. We'll go up against Cable, and same deal. We'll just pick a couple random characters with her, and we're gonna try and do a speed run here. Alright, let's see how fast we can clear this thing. It's not gonna be pretty because Cable's gonna use his iframes to cancel my iframes, and he's gonna pierce my damage immunity, essentially taking away the 2 things that she has going for her. But I still want to see how well she can do when she's not like completely at an advantage. Whew, this guy almost hit me there. Okay. Not sure if we're going to be able to break this. Yeah, we definitely can break this. 4 almost got it, but nah, and he's dodging on top of it too. Type disadvantage. Nothing is going in our favor for this fight. Ooh, this guy pierced. And now he's gonna put up another guard. Ooh. Even when he's in that state, he can pierce. Oh wow, he healed. A good amount actually. To put that gun down. Woo! these hit these hits hurt because she's at a type disadvantage. Well, they would have hurt either way because she's not really that tanky outside of her iframes and her damage immunity. Let's get this guy. Come on. Put that gun down. You got it, Chavez. Show the boys that you got it, Chavez. Show the boys. There you guys have it, man. Let's take a look at this clear time. So 234 with a type disadvantage and a scrub build with some really sloppy gameplay. Overall though, she's still a solid pickup. So for any of you guys who are fans of her, I highly recommend her. She's definitely really fun to play. Very easy to use, as you guys can see. But that's it for this one. Like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, and I'm gone.